So I hope editor me knows what she's doing in terms of splitting that up. I'll figure it out. It's fine. Hello, all you beautiful constellations. I swear I filmed an intro for this vlog and I can't find it, so that's why you've got poor lighting at 8:37 p.m. Days later, and I'm in my pajamas. I also apologize if you can hear random laughing. There's people outside that are being super noisy. But since I lost a bunch of explanation footage, I am just gonna say really quickly that I did many things during this vlog. First up, you're going to see a trip to the botanical garden that I went on with a couple of my friends, appropriately masked and, social distanced. I also believe I have clips of this. I went to visit a college. I don't know if I should say, because this is the one that I, surprise, have committed to. Yay! It was a trip to Ohio Wesleyan University. I am officially an Ohio Wesleyan student. I go to OWU, or I will go to OWU. So that's exciting. There should be some clips of that. They're very minimal though. You'll definitely see more of campus when I move in. Wow. So yes, those are some clips. I'm also probably gonna explain this later if I still have a clip of that, but I also read Monday's Not Coming by Tiffany D. Jackson over this vlog, and boy, did I have some feelings about that. So pretty.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. It's right near the water.
Yeah.
I once saw this. I think I took a picture of it on one of my cameras, but I took a picture of like a weeping willow that was like wrapped around these rocks in order to basically in order to get the water from like this waterfall. It was really cool.
That's so cool. I would love to have a weeping willow in my backyard.
Yeah, I think I actually asked my dad about it once, and he was like, "No, because then they'll just destroy the pipes."
Oh no! That's a risk you have to take.
Also, willows, they only live about 40 years, which sounds long, but it's actually quite short for a tree.
Yeah, aren't trees usually live over 100 years or so?
Yeah.
It's the people of trees. Hi everyone. There we go. There we go. I was like, there's a weird crease there. So I've been reading Monday's Not Coming, and I'm almost done with it. I'm not completely finished. Listen, y'all have seen me cry over Fangirl, and just the way that I relate to that. Thankfully, I do not relate to what happened in Monday's Not Coming, but I don't think I've ever been this affected by a book. Just, first of all, I should have probably looked up like trigger warnings. We decided to read this book for my book club, and I probably should have looked up a couple things about it, but first of all, okay, side tangent on the looking up trigger warning things, I really think books should have a page in the beginning for possible trigger warnings, because yikes, I don't even know how to put into words just how sad I am. Like, I know it's a fictional story, but I also know that it's real for a lot of people. And the fact that Claudia, spoiler warnings obviously, but the fact that Claudia cared so much about Monday, and just the parallels between Monday and April. Like, April didn't have a friend who cared about her as strongly. And the fact that you read the story and obviously you're like, oh, if only someone would have said something sooner, it could have played out differently. And it's like, yeah, that's always going to be a what if. But the way that this story is set, like, it's the way that it's told, there's no other way it could have happened. And even by the time that Claudia got to Monday's house, like got inside, the knowledge that Monday was already dead. It's like, no wonder this poor girl is traumatized and reliving this event over and over again. Because I'm like, first of all, it's not real. I don't know these people, and I'm sobbing. Like, I'm acting this way. I can't imagine Claudia. I can't get over this book. I probably shouldn't have read it today when I was already not doing great mentally, which is why I'm like, there should have been a trigger warning somewhere in this book. But I'm really glad I read it. I think it's so important for people to read. It's just so heavy. And hopefully I'll have more coherent thoughts on this tomorrow that aren't just me sobbing incoherently and going over how brilliantly sad this book is. Just the way that it flips between before and after. And it doesn't, like obviously as you're reading it and you see things labeled before and after, you know it's before and after something, but the way that it's told, it's like if you didn't see the before and you didn't see the after, you wouldn't know that some of it is the past and some of it is the present. And it just hits you. Like I figured it out maybe a page before Claudia was told, like, you're traumatized and you're living through this. And just the feeling of, like, I figured it out a couple sentences before it happened, and the sense of dread that just hit me before I read the lines was insane. And then you hear the story, like, how it actually happened, and I have not stopped crying. Yeah, I'm gonna give a review hopefully tomorrow on this. But wow, just wow. Anyway, good night right now. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. And maybe I'll finish the book tomorrow. Probably not tonight because it's getting late. But yeah. Good afternoon. It is the next day. It's Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. So I did end up finishing Monday's Not Coming last night. I'm gonna try and share my thoughts in a coherent manner without bursting into tears. I apologize if I repeat some of the stuff that's in the last clip. I don't quite remember what I talked about, and I'm too lazy to watch the video. But yeah, personally, I think it was a 5-star read. Very impactful, just because, at least in my experience from what I've seen with people that I know, this hit very close to home. Thankfully, it is not something that I personally can relate to, but it is something I've seen that my friends have had to go with. And it was just very scary to think about, this is the extreme that could have happened. And yeah, like I said, it's a reality for a lot of people, unfortunately. And that's partially why I was crying so hard last night. It was just a lot. But I do think that the story was told in a really gorgeous way. Not only was it at times really poetic, just because of the way that Claudia views the world through, like, a visual artist's perspective. So for her, color is really important. So she assigns, like, colors to people that she holds very close to her. And it was just interesting to see the way that she observes the world, just because I think the writing was really clever in the way that Claudia thinks like a young teenager, because she is a young teenager. So at times the writing was, like, immature. I mean, it wasn't in itself, but it was imitating, the way a young person would think. But it was also simultaneously, like, sometimes she had these moments of viewing the world through color. And it was beautiful and genius. And I think that's kind of, at least in my experience, is kind of the way that, looking back on my childhood and adolescence, like, that's the way I think. At some points, it's really childish and selfish, and the world revolves around me, and why can't anyone see the way I'm seeing? But then at times, I think I can be quite clever. So it was just really cool to see the way that Tiffany Jackson did that in a really smart way. That this was very clearly, like, Claudia's voice, and no one else could have told the story the way that Claudia told the story. And I like that. I feel like we don't see that in books very often. Like, all protagonists kind of morph together, and the personality doesn't really shine through. But in this, it really did. And I also, spoilers for the big twist. I'll hopefully put a timestamp from when I'm done talking about it. But so when it's revealed that the before and after is before and after Monday's death, and Claudia is reliving the experience, I saw a review from Emma Books, love her, but she was talking about how she didn't like that it made no sense to her, and personally, I disagree. I'm not gonna get too defensive about it because I get it. I just personally think that part of the story made it all the more tragic, because in reality, your brain will go through enormous lengths to protect you from trauma. And I can't imagine, and I think I mentioned this last night, I can't imagine the amount of trauma that Claudia went through. Not just that your best friend and your soulmate died, but that she was in the house. She was in the house with the corpse of her best friend, and she didn't even know it. And she carries so much guilt of thinking she could have done something to save her friend, even though she really couldn't have. So of course her brain is gonna deny what happened and just go, well, if you just do this, if you could just do things differently, maybe she'll be alive again. And just seeing her go through that, I think, was just what made the whole thing way more impactful to me. And then seeing the end where she's not like completely cured of her PTSD, but she's getting help, and she has a community of people who support her and love her, and she's gotten to the point where she's not crippled by her guilt, and she can sort of move on knowing that Monday, in a sense, is still with her. And that, like, I'm tearing up again because it's like the idea just brings me to tears. It was just so beautiful and so real. And I'm so glad I read this. Maybe I shouldn't have read it yesterday when I was already pretty emotionally sensitive. But I am really glad that I picked it up. I'm really glad that it was chosen for book clubs. I feel like I want to keep talking about this book, and I have no words other than repeating how deep it resonated with me. I can't even tell why. Like, it's not like I found any of this relatable. The closest I've experienced, the closest I've, like, had a death in my life was someone I wasn't altogether close to. And I think that might have something to do with it, possibly. I don't know. Just the idea of this person had so much potential, and it was unfairly taken away from them. And the guilt, I guess, that it's like it could happen to any one of us, but we're the ones who kind of still keep going when they don't. I don't know, it's just kind of sad. But yeah, it's an amazing book in the way that it deals with racism and child abuse and gentrification. Highly recommend. I would be very careful about, like I said, it has child abuse in it, and murder, and just violence and racism. And also, I don't know how to put this very concisely, but there's homophobia that kind of goes throughout the book. So if you're triggered by any of those things, either don't read it or tread carefully. But other than that, it was very good. And good is a very silly word to describe this, because it was important, and it was beautiful and very deep. Like I said, 5 stars. So I'm gonna stop talking now because I obviously cannot review a book concisely. I'm going to probably spend the rest of my day doing some art, maybe some more reading, hopefully filming more, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. from the future, present, you saw me in the beginning of the vlog. I'm popping in to say that this video is sponsored by, no, I'm kidding. I'm popping in to get some ideas. I need your help. So, there is a fundraiser thing happening at my church. It's called Speed the Light. And basically, it is where we, as the youth population, come together to raise money. This is a really bad explanation. I'm so sorry. But basically, it's a youth-led initiative where we all raise money and funds to donate to missionaries with various needs. So currently we are raising money to build wells in Africa. And last year I made like homemade notebooks for people. This year I don't know what to do. I was thinking of making like music and painting commissions. So I recently got into like producing music over March. There's a dog barking. I'm so sorry. This is such a chaotic moment right now. I apologize. But basically I got into producing music. I will link my music down below. It's Loki inspired if you're into that. But I was using a free trial of a software that I don't really think is worth buying, so I'm looking into like other things. But I basically have to get started on this fundraiser like now, because give day is in like 18 days, I think, so that might not work out. I was also thinking of having like a live stream and raising money that way. I just need ideas of what to do for the live stream, because I would like it to go as long as possible. You know that episode of iCarly where they're trying to break the world record for longest webcast? I want to do that. I'm not going to break any records, obviously, probably, but I want to go for as long as possible. And obviously, I would need to make it entertaining for you guys to watch. So if you could do me a big favor and comment things that you would like to see me do or try or, I don't know, experience during said live stream, please comment some ideas, or maybe even something entirely different to do. I don't know, but I really want to do something cool and exciting and raise money for people to drink water, because drinking water is a human necessity and not many people get to drink water. And the fact that we have to do this at all makes me really sad, because of the class system and racism and many things that I am not gonna get into right now. That's not the point of this clip, but yeah, please help me raise a lot of money to help a lot of people, and comment some ideas, please, and thank you. Bye. Okay, scratch what I said before about Speed the Light. I think this is gonna be the plan. There's still gonna be a live stream, but I think I'm going to have people sponsor me and my mom on like a little race / marathon, like durability thing, because my mom likes to jog and I don't, and she's always trying to get me to go on jogs. So she's kind of probably better than me at that kind of stuff. But if you would like to see me exercise and struggle and try to beat my mom, you can choose to either sponsor my mom and give a couple dollars to her, or me and give a couple dollars to me.
I love you.
Welcome to Ohio.
want to say hi to my vlog?
Hello, blog. Hello, peoples out in the world. We're out in the world today too, but we're headed home now.
Yeah. I like how you say out in the world. There's the only people who watch the videos are friends and family. There's like 8 people.
Hey, well, they're peoples.
Oh, I love the people, but they're not out in the world. They're
They're all locked
They're
up
all-
at home watching us walk around.
They're all in the same place.
Must smell really nice here in the spring because of these trees.
Oh yeah. It's a lot of the pink trees.
Look at all these sitting around areas here.
Lots of.
But I don't see any bike rides. She's talking about how some.
I saw one by the gym.
You know how the other school had people like skateboarding and biking around, and you can tell that they use.
I saw people on scooters here.
Where here?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see any. But it's like here, you don't see anything but walking, so it's like, okay, talk to me.
Get fit. Oh, walking.
Oh, the dinner is a breakfast. And that would help a lot with mental health.
Yeah.
Ella, ella no cruza.
This is so stressful. I don't like that. And there's a car coming. Look at that. I don't like that. You guys are gonna get me hit by a car one day.
Quickly.
I'm not paying attention. I'm doing something for YouTube.
This is my filter.
Exactly. Hello. I'm so sorry for the terrible lighting. I just got home and it's almost 9 p.m. Yesterday was Friday the 23rd. I did not see the last episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier yet. I was out with 3 of my friends. We went to the Botanic Gardens just to get out of the house and do something. And then today, my mother surprised me by taking me on a road trip to visit one of the colleges that I got into because decision day is coming up. I have like 6 days, I think, to decide on a college. I think this is the one. We went to visit Ohio Wesleyan and I really liked it. And I don't know, that just might be where I end up going. This is kind of like a pet peeve side, not really. But one of the things that I personally found really helpful in my college search was watching vlogs of people who like went to the colleges that I was looking at. And I noticed that there's like no vlogs for Ohio Wesleyan. And there's hardly a big like social media presence. Like so the other college that I'm debating right now is Rollins College in Florida. And if you look at the Rollins College YouTube channel versus the Ohio Wesleyan YouTube channel, you notice a huge difference in terms of student-led presence, and I guess a focus on like showing prospective students what's happening around campus. Like it seems like the Rollins College YouTube channel is geared towards prospective students, whereas the Ohio Wesleyan YouTube channel is geared towards students who already go there. It's just like announcements, and that's not super helpful. So should I choose to go to this school, which it looks like I will for various reasons, I really liked it, but if I end up going there, I will try and pretty much film my experience there and process there from move-in day to, I don't know, maybe I'll do like my own campus tour. I don't know. We'll see, because I think it'll just be really helpful for people to watch. Even though no one really watches my channel. This is still going to be a booktube channel though. First and foremost, this channel is for me to talk about books, because I like to read. And me going to college is not going to change that. But, you know, I'll be in a new setting, and it would be nice to show you guys what that new setting is like. That's my little thing. Because there's not that many clips. I didn't vlog that much just because I was living in the moment and enjoying what I was doing, and I also felt a little weird vlogging in front of people. Like, my friends were fine with me doing it. I was a little weirded out by doing it in front of their moms, because they came with their moms. And then today I really wanted to vlog, but I was with my grandfather, and he doesn't really understand what a vlog is, so I don't know, I felt a little weird, but you know what, it's fine. There's some clips, mostly of a car ride. Hopefully you'll find that entertaining. Maybe it'll feel like you're going on a road trip too. I don't know what you need. Let me know what you need. if I can supply content that's gonna make you happy and content in these crazy times. But yeah, good night. This might be where I end the vlog. Possibly, if not, maybe there'll be a surprise. I don't know. It'll be a surprise to me, because I think that after the vlog clips, I'm gonna end it. I'm rambling. I'm so sorry. It's been a long day. Good night. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I don't really know how to end it other than saying I think it's gonna be pretty long, so I'm sorry if it was long and at some points boring. I really tried, you guys. But thank you for sticking it out if you did. I hope you're safe and doing alright and healthy. So dream big, stay kind, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!